and Eddie Belfour, some of the great goalies that ever played the game. Eddie, I'll never forget when he got on the bus in training camp and we were going to a game, and he said, first year when we signed him, and he said, guys, if you just score some goals in a game, you get us a couple of goals, I'll get shutout after shutout, he said. And he was all serious. He looked back at the bus, and we looked, and everybody was kind of didn't know if he was joking or not. And then he had like 3 shutouts in a row. And another great leader in the room, and probably the most fierce competitor that I played with. He was really, did not like to lose. He stayed at the rink till 3 in the morning if he lost a game, and he was fixing his equipment and changing his skates, and he was a great player.
You come to Toronto as a member of the Vancouver Canucks. I don't know if you realize just how emotional a night it was going to be, but take us to that face-off in the corner as the crowd gets on its feet and the game is stopped. What was that like?
Yeah, it was hard. I think you put in so much time and effort, will, tears, joy over so many years, wearing the blue and white, and all the sweat and blood that you left at the Air Canada Centre over the years with your teammates. It was a lot of emotions, obviously, and I think Matt Stadium was taking the face off against me. And
Sundin, Sundin, why are you shooting now?
Great memory. Really weird to come in on the other, being on the other bench and seeing the Leaf bench on that side. You see Brian Papineau there that you competed with for so many years. It was really weird. It was really awesome, the reception that I got from the Leaf fans. And another memory for me that I'll have with me the rest of my life. Great.
The hockey gods were smiling on you too. You didn't pick up a point that game, but it goes to a shootout. What are you thinking as you're going down the ice?
Yeah, and I was the last shooter for us.
Vancouver wins the shootouts 2-1. Vancouver wins the hockey game 3-2.
And like you said, it was almost set up, scripted. the way it ended up, and I got a chance to get the winner in the shootout. And it's funny because you had so many penalty shots and practicing and playing against Vesa Toskala in practice, and he knew exactly that there was going to be two options. Either I was going to shoot high in the glove, or I'm going to fake shoot high and try to deke him and go to my backhand. So I'm very glad that I scored the goal and it didn't save, but it's a great memory too.
Getting it ahead for Sundin. Onto the wing it goes to McGillney, dropping it back for McCabe in front of the net. Sundin scores! Holy Mackinacs! 3-2 Toronto!
Your charity work brings you back to Toronto. Tell me about the event and what has united two countries in terms of making maternal health so important, not only for Sweden, Canada, but the world for that matter.
Yeah. Well, I think as becoming a National Hockey League player and as a former player of the Toronto Maple Leafs, I learned being a Leaf player that you not only be a good player on the ice, you need to be a leader off the ice as well and be involved in the community. And that's something I learned playing for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I remember all the times we've gone up to Sick Kids Hospital visiting kids that are permanently ill and all the tough treatments that they deal with, and to be able to contribute the way we are with this program here, I'm really excited about that, and to be mentioned in the same with the names like University of Toronto and the Karolinska Institute really means a lot to me. So I'm hoping this program is going to really carry through now for many years.
How much fun was the all-access event at Real Sports and the facilities we have now, and an opportunity to honor one of the great Leafs?
Incredible. And incredible to still come down to want to get autographs from former players as well 2 years or 4 years after they've been gone. That's great. But it's incredible, and it's great for the fans. And you have the Real Sports Bar and all the souvenirs you can buy in memorabilia in the store there, and then you have the beautiful Air Canada Center. So this is the hockey mecca, and it was really exciting to be down there.
I chatted with Matt Nichol this morning just about your commitment to physical fitness. Did that commitment start and then evolve as you became a player? Were you a better fit player later on in your career compared to what you were like in Quebec?
Absolutely, yes. And if people ask me if there's anything that I regret about my career, I would say I wish that I worked as hard with my off ice from I was 19 till 25 as I did after that. And you know, who knows the changes would it be, but I really was committed, and I learned that being a pro, the longer my career went, that the fitness and taking care of my body was more and more important, and I really learned from Matt Nichol and other players as well that helped me.
Olympic gold medal, World Championships, Stanley Cups. Do you separate? I know you didn't win a Stanley Cup, but the opportunity to have won the other, those two separate entities, the thrill of doing one for a country compared to your team, are they different, do you think?
Yeah, they're very different. Winning an Olympic gold for Sweden was huge. I think Sweden, it was the first time a Swedish team won a gold where you had all the best players in the world gather, and every team was represented by their best players. So that's a great merit, and it's different. Stanley Cup run is just a long grind. It's a 2-month event that really, it's a marathon in a different way, you know, and so it's tough to compare them, but I cherish the conference finals moments as much as the Olympic gold.
Final couple of questions. Do you still stay in touch with your former teammates?
I do, and even though it's tough, most of them are over in North America, and we moved back to Sweden. I do stay in touch with a few of them, and you know, everybody life goes on, but I try to stay in touch and to meet people at different events.
What's life like for you and your wife without hockey?
Hockey's always going to be there, I think. When you played hockey for your whole life until you're 38, it's always going to be there. I always going to love the game of hockey, and the life's been really good to step back a little bit, and now I get to enjoy my career a little more. I get a chance to look back and meet teammates that I play with, look at achievements that I've done, and a night when you get honored at the Air Canada Centre, I'm really going to try to take it all in and enjoy it. It's been a great run.
It's been a privilege. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Paul.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.